In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars The Vintage Collection Darth Revan from the Knights of the Old Republic. Hi there Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bossk Bounty video. And as I mentioned in the intro, we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars The Vintage Collection Darth Revan from the Knights of the Old Republic. This is one of the figures from the brand new wave. I did an overview video of the whole wave just yesterday, and I have already reviewed Chopper as well. This is the next one on the list. This is Darth Revan. And let's get straight into this. Let's look at this card back first of all. Get this closer up for you so you can see what's going on. Really nice image of Darth Revan there on the front of the card back with his lightsaber lit, and you can see the figure inside the bubble with both lightsabers. He has his red and purple, and we've got that Knights of the Old Republic logo there, which I believe is the first time we've had that. I think every other time that we've had a figure from this media, it's been on a expanded universe card. Could be wrong about that. Let me know in the comment section below, but I'm pretty sure that is correct. We've got VC301 in the line, and it's Darth Revan there again on the back. As I mentioned in the overview video, I do find it a little bit weird that they've decided to change the backs in the way that they have. Don't get me wrong, I do think the backs did need changing, but to put the actual figure that you're getting on the back like that rather than the debut version of that character is a little bit strange. That's what they should have done. It should have been the 30th anniversary version of Darth Revan on the back there. Big Vintage Collection logo there, Disney and Hasbro. And yeah, another thing that I have noticed about this recent wave, I don't know whether you agree with me, let me know in the comments below, but I think that they are once again on even thicker cardstock than previously. These feel like really thick cardstock, basically, the thickest that we've had so far. There he is, Darth Revan in the name pill. And without further ado, let's open it up and check out the figure. Okay then, so here is the figure out of the packaging. Just a pretty simple pose to begin with, just to show you what the figure looks like. And I've got to say, first impressions is that it really does look fantastic. I absolutely love the soft goods on this figure. They've done a tremendous job on the cape and his skirt as well. Loads of sort of damage to it, little rips and tears and holes, and it just looks fantastic basically. I'm led to believe that the figure is all new tooling, which is a bonus, and I'm pretty sure that the legs underneath that skirt could be used for another figure as well. Of course, they are using it for another figure already in terms of the Jedi Revan. Pretty much the same figure, but just in like a creamy white colour. I've got him there holding one lightsaber in both hands, just to show that you can do that. Of course, he does come with the two lightsabers, and I'll show you in a second what he looks like when he's holding both. But there is a little bit of concern going around at the moment about the elbows on these new figures and how they're not as good as maybe figures that we got last year. This figure can just about achieve 90 degrees, and I think previous figures that we've had have been able to achieve further than that, and it's all to do with a shorter disc on the elbow, which I will show you in a second. But I just wanted to show you very quickly the figure nice and up close. You can see all of the details on him there. Just turn him around so you can see all of the battle damage and little holes and rips in his cape that I mentioned. They go all the way around, and you know, the bottom of the cape's all jagged, and he has the extra holes in it and everything. It just looks really good. Soft goods have improved massively in my opinion for the Vintage Collection, and he just looks fantastic. Alright then, so here is the figure close up, and they've gone for a plastic hood rather than a soft goods hood, and I think it works pretty well with this figure. Sometimes I'm not too keen on where they do that dual soft and hard goods for capes and hoods and things like that, but of course we've seen in the past where they've tried to do a hood and it hasn't really worked. I think the best example of where they've done it really well is the Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight figure. That they've done it really well on that. And then if you look at other ones like the Emperor and figures like that, then it hasn't been done so well. But I think I'm quite happy with the way this has been done, and you can actually remove it. If you just pull it up from the back and forward, then you're left with the head there just without the hood on, so you can get a good look of what that looks like. And then I do believe you'd have to take the head off to remove the cape. But I just wanted to show you the paint apps on the helmet there, and also on his chest and his gauntlets. It's that lovely sort of bronze colour that he's got there, and he's got all those details on his belt and his belt buckles, and they kind of go all the way round as well. If you just look right all the way around the figure, and he's got the bronze there as well. If we just get the cape out of the way, he also has this plastic piece here which comes down, which is attached to the front of the belt. Absolutely fantastic the way they've done it, and I think they've just done a really good job. He does have the soft vinyl plastic piece going down the centre from his belt there. which is soft enough to not hinder any of the articulation, which is great. And of course, as you would expect, this figure is going to be packed full of the most latest articulation, apart from what I mentioned there about the elbows there. You can see the hinge there. I think we're used to having them a lot deeper than that, or a lot bigger, the actual disc. So when you move the arm, you know, you can almost get 90. I don't even think that is 90. I think that would be 90, but it doesn't stay there. And I think we're used to them going a little bit further than that. He does have hinges on the wrists, but let's take a look at the other articulation. The head obviously is on a barbell. We have the ball hinge shoulders. We have those elbows, as I mentioned, hinges on the wrist. And then we have the torso there, which swivels. And I'm just going to see if we've got a lower torso as well. Possibly a little bit there. You can't really get too much going on there because of his plastic that he has going around with the belt. If we lift up the soft goods, you can just see the detailing on the legs. So you can see maybe perhaps what they could use for other figures. He has the Mandalorian style shin guards there. Of course, he does have the new barbell hips. He has splits at the thigh. We have a knee joint. And of course, we have the rocker ankles on this figure. So plenty of range of motion. You're going to be able to get him into really, really good poses. And just in terms of the way he looks, absolutely fantastic. Let's get the hood back on. And there, look at that. What a brilliant looking figure that is. Absolutely fantastic. Here's the two lightsabers that you get with the figure, and of course they do have different style hilts. The purple one here looks very familiar. I think they did a Black Series Force Effects lightsaber with that hilt. Looks really good. Awesome. And there we have Darth Revan in a pretty simple pose once again, but I just wanted to show you him holding both lightsabers. I'm not going to say that the grip of the hands is perfect, but he holds them, he doesn't drop the lightsabers, and that's the main thing. But there he is, looking pretty awesome. What a great figure. There's so much going on with this figure, so much to like, and what a fantastic figure and a fantastic wave. I think we're being really, really spoiled at the moment in terms of this wave. So many good figures, and this one is no exception. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Have you picked this guy up? Do you have him in your collection yet? Are you going to be picking him up if you haven't done so already? Thank you to my Patreon supporters and channel members for supporting my channel in the way that you do. It is really, really appreciated. And thank you all for watching. And we shall see you on the next one.